afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with the Simpler Stocks free video for October 28, 2016. Just to let you know, it's about an hour and a half before the close. I just want to tell you why people sign up for Simpler Stocks. Here is Tesla today. I want you to, and I'm going to go backwards in here. For your $7 trial, you get a chat room from 9 to 10 in the morning. It's open a half hour after the market opens. The reason I'm showing this first is I want to show you what happened today in Tesla and how some people made their year by just listening to what we had to say in there in the premium chat room. The premium videos are more in depth in here. The email alerts, I put out about 6 stock trades and 6 futures ideas every morning. And they've been right spot on here. And then the forum, which is a message board type of way for people to communicate with me or with other subscribers. The reason I'm showing this first is our meetup. What we do is about every 2 weeks, we have a special class that's free to subscribers. It's about an hour. And then they go in here. It's all about different things, creating your own scans, combining simpler indicators and patterns. And that's exactly why I'm showing this first. See this combined simpler indicators and patterns. I use the ATR trailing stop all the time. If you go into here, ATR trailing stop, and you get a free hour. That's one thing. The second thing you get in here is ledge trades. A lot of what I show are bull and bear trades, 3 ways to trade, and this is why I want to show you this. I showed Tesla today. The stock was up $12. I showed this on a 2-minute chart. And I showed this on the left. And we said, and now let me show you a 2-minute on the right. There are 2 ways to look at this chart. And I'm very excited about this. A lot of people made 8 points on this trade. We talk about this ATR trailing stop. That's a video that's free to subscribers. That if Tesla's going up with a 2-minute chart, when it breaks the ATR trailing stop, you short the stock. You don't short beforehand. That's one of the entries. That would have gotten you in about 210.5. But there's another one in here. And also, you could have put this on a 1-minute chart. We were saying on these crazy stocks, you can put a 1-minute, a tick chart, or a 2-minute. But just for argument's sake, we'll make it 2 minutes. The second thing I want to show you is a ledge. We did an entire video on ledge trades. A ledge trade is the more times that a horizontal line can be drawn that touches enough prices, the more significant. The minute this broke the ATR trailing stop, that was a halt in the upward momentum. The minute it broke the ledge, that was your trigger to go all in short. Well, guess what? The stock, you made 8 points on that trade. 8 points. You do 100 shares, that pays for your subscription for the whole year. You do 1,000 shares and you basically make $8 grand. I just wanted to show you this because we were doing this in there. We were showing where the levels were, and it's just, that's the kind of thing you learn on Simpler Stocks. I'm very excited about that. A couple of other things that we've been talking about. I was the first one that I saw in the Twitter sphere to post this chart. This is a chart of the worldwide. These are the German 10-year bond yields. I've been showing this. This was 1 week ago. We showed this inverse head and shoulders on bond yields, not bond prices. That if this broke, that is going to be a real troubling development. Front page of everything today, all about yields. Go to the Wall Street Journal today about talking about the sharp rise in long-term yields. We put it on the site a week ago. Really exciting about that. So what we're getting in here today is the ES is down 250, really holding up great. One of the reasons they're holding up is because of the banks are holding up because the yield curve is steepening. Means they can borrow cheap, loan expensive. So the whole thing with QE in here, isn't this beautiful? Retirees not only don't get interest on their money, but now if they want to finance something, they have to pay higher. But at least it helps the banks. So you have the ES is down 250, NASDAQ down 1250, sort of the calm before the storm. You have Google and Amazon's earnings out after the close today. You have the bonds getting trashed down 118. In fact, this was an ideal scenario for a lot of people on simpler stocks. I get on a half hour before the opening, a half hour after the opening. We were showing stocks like, oh, this is an interest rate sensitive stock. The only reason this stock didn't open down after its earnings is because the whole market was up. You could have shorted it unchanged today, and the deal is this moves more with interest rates than with the overall market. But the deal is because the overall market, the ESs were up 8 points when the earnings came out, it opened unchanged. Within 10 minutes, it was down 2 points. Those are the type of things you learn how to set those things up on simpler stocks. But to get back into it, you have the TFs right at important support level. The bonds breaking support. Both of these really teetering on support. But you only have the ESs down 175. Industrials up 6 points, led by the bonds, by the banks, like I said. You have the transports up 44. Actually, in here, it's the airlines acting pretty well today. You've actually had a little bit of a sell-off in crude for a couple of days, so that always helps. Dollar up modestly. Advanced decline has been minus 1,000 all day, even with the ESs like this. This minus 175 is masking a lot of weakness internally. You have the VIX up all of only 14, not doing much. Nikkei having another good day. We've been recommending buying ETFs in the Nikkei for 2 weeks in here. So I just wanted to show you the biggest thing in here that's happening is the bond yields. Why? We explained that on the premium side. Commodities. Commodities are starting to go up. And when commodities go up, the thing bonds hate the most in the world is inflation, because that puts the Fed in a pickle. They can't raise rates because they're worried about a recession, but they can't lower rates because they're worried about inflation. I've said for 6 months that this is going to be the thing that spells the doom of our bull market, not a recession. It's going to be if yields go up. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, we have the $7 30-day trial. Like I said, we had people make 8 points in Tesla today. So if you get a chance, try to take us up on this offer. We're not going to have it that much longer. The other thing I wanted to mention in here is Tucker, a good friend of mine, is having the simpler trend trading system. He's having a webinar this weekend. Go to this site right here, simplertrading.com. Try to sign up for it. Really cool things he's going over in here. So everybody take care. Have a great night.